Animals are in zoos and we raise them as pets. What if animals were free? They could be harmful for a few reasons. Long time ago, animals used to have their own freedom until today. Now, they are kept in cages that can hurt them and also make them lose their animal nature. I strongly believe that animals should not be kept in cages. Zoos have many advantages over the wild. First, if animals wander around the city, they could be in danger. Both people and animals will be frightened and either of them might get hurt. Second, if animals are in the zoo, zookeepers can help them if they have a cut or a disease. In the wild, nobody will notice that they are sick. Lastly, if humans feed them and care for them, animals might have a better life in the zoo around people. I determine animals should not be kept in cages because animals need their own freedom like humans. I believe this because animals are living beings like humans. I clearly know so because animals also have their own feelings. One big example is violence. Animals can become violent when they are kept in cages. Animals can get injured by getting stressed in cages too. Animals can be dangerous. If animals are not kept in cages or zoos, they would harm people. For example, if bears were not kept in the zoos, it will wander around the city, possibly harming or even killing a person. I think animals should not be kept in cages because animals will lose their natural habits, which is very important to them. It is important because it can damage their health. Most of the animals have habits caused by their instincts, such as digging and climbing trees. Almost all of the animals do this to find food. However, when they are kept in cages, they will not be able to get enough nutrients because of the food they are getting fed. Some people hunt animals illegally. If good people find animals, they will probably take them to the vet or the zoo. On the other hand, if bad people who want money discover animals, things can go worse than fright. Bad people can hurt them or even kill them to sell the meat, skin, or use its horns. For example, in lots of national parks in Africa, endangered rhinoceroses often get killed. People hunt illegally to use its horns. They are called poachers. As I was saying, animals will also lose these habits if they don't use them. For example, the cheetah's natural instinct is to climb trees and prey on animals, but they are unable to hunt for themselves in a zoo. In zoos, they just relax and stay calm, not even alerted of any other predators. I affirm animals should not be kept in cages because animals used to be treated equally, but now they are not. I think animals need to be treated equally because people try to experiment and learn about them. I admit people need to treat them nicer when we are using them for experiments. While we are experimenting on them, they will feel every tool and drug we use on them. Tools such as very sharp knives called scrapers to cut open them, and needles for sewing them may hurt them and even kill them. If they are letting us use their body without their permission, I admit and affirm it is wrong to keep them in cages. Keeping animals in cages prevents animal extinction. If animals are endangered, they must be protected and specially cared. In the wild, predators can eat them and poachers can hunt them. I believe animals should not be kept in cages because animals can develop mental problems very fast in cages, since they do not like being locked in a cage too. A good place to prove why animals should not be kept in cages are in aquariums. In aquariums, one of the biggest sea creatures are whales. Whales go in circles in aquariums. They only do this because they do not have enough space to swim around the aquarium. Animals can be used for medical research. Rats, mice,
Rabbits and hamsters are used for medical research. By medical research, people can live in a more developed world. For example, there was an experiment about stress. And scientists used 2 mice in an experiment. One of them got a small amount of stress by hearing cat sounds. On the other hand, the other mouse got no stress at all. What mouse do you think lived longer? At last, the mouse with stress lived longer. The cat's sound made the mouse nervous, so the brain was alerted. The other mouse's brain was not alerted at all, so it became old very fast. That is why mouse with stress lived longer. This experiment proved why we need some stress. Nowadays, people can live longer thanks to this experiment.
Even so, I think animals should not be kept in cages because one reason is because the tiger naturally fears fire but are forced to jump through the fire hoops. They are forced probably by their tight collars and other jogs that will pull them like bull hooks and other many painful materials.
These reasons explains why animals should be kept in cages. I strongly think animals should be kept in cages for the safety of both animals and humans. Thank you for listening.
Finally, I conclude animals should not be kept in cages because, first of all, because for Canadians and other people's safety and for animal safety. Lastly, most importantly, for the violence of the animals. Thank you. This is Jennifer.